Well guys, here we go. We have ourselves a package in front of us here. This package here I ordered online from Deal Extreme a little while ago now. It arrived here the other day. Of course I have opened it up to make sure it was what I was thinking was and not something else that I ordered. So let's give her a dump on out and see what she is. So of course it's more gear, gadgets and accessories for cameras and camera goodies and stuff like that. Well, the first thing here you see, we have ourselves a bunch of GoPro style thumb knobs, mounts and stuff. This one here is something I've been looking for a little while. It's a GoPro style mount that adapts the GoPro mount to a 1/4 inch bolt. This one here is one of those fancy octopus, if you will, types of mounts that holds your standard point and shoot cameras. So we'll just clear the table here for a second and I'll give you guys a bit of a look at her. So we'll cut into her here. Now of course this one here does have your GoPro adapter here to adapt the 1/4 inch bolt to the GoPro. We will set that aside for now because currently I do not have a GoPro, but I'm hoping in the future I will come across one. And of course this here is your standard 3-legged tripod type of thingy. It is a wrap around tripod, like it will wrap around a tube or a bar or something, or it can just simply stand alone. You take your standard point and shoot camera with your standard 1/4 inch tripod mount, and pretty much like that she stands up. Or like I said, you can wrap it around a tubing or so to hold the camera up close while you're doing a shot of something else. Well, the next item up here is a suction cup mount. This one here is a GoPro suction cup mount. It has the GoPro slide lock to it, but of course again I do not have a GoPro as of yet. So of course with the other pieces that I've bought, we can just simply unscrew this little thumb knob here and put your standard 1/4 inch bolt into it. So pretty much by undoing the little thumb screw here on the mount, sliding it off, sliding out the bolt here, you can remove the standard GoPro, if you will, mount, sliding on your 1/4 inch thumb screw mount. And then basically it's just your standard reassembly from there. And you've just, if you will, transformed this GoPro mount to your standard 1/4 inch thumb screw mount that'll take pretty much any point and shoot camera. Of course the next contraption up is something I built probably close to 2.5 years ago by now. When I first started vlogging, this mount here was the mount I used for the dash mount on the truck. Of course back then they didn't have that little adapter to mount a GoPro mount to a 1/4 inch camera mount, so I made my own. I know it's kind of ugly, but it's just your standard hardware store brackets adapting the camera to clear the windshield and to bring it closer to me so I could reach it and it could see me better. Of course it's just 1/4 inch bolts and your standard hardware store brackets, right? But of course now with the new stuff coming out, they come out with better things, come out with newer things, and they can, and basically now to eliminate all this ugly hardware store mess, if you will, they do have the little adapter now. It's kind of neat how much things change over the years, but then at the same time how much they stay the same. So of course we'll just relax the GoPro mount there. And of course, taking one of my standard 1/4 inch bolt mounts here. And of course your standard GoPro thumb screw. Of course with the little acorn nut, of course. We will assemble it together and have ourselves basically eliminating the hardware store mess that I made. And kind of getting there from there. So of course unscrewing the acorn nut, putting the little 1/4 inch bolt mount into the GoPro mount, sliding the bolt through. Okay, so unfortunately I found myself a little bit of a snag. This here, I'm not quite sure what size of bolt hole this is, but this bolt here is slightly larger. Now I should be able to very gently with a Dremel make this hole slightly bigger for it to work. So basically the concept is here. It's just, of course, you're dealing with parts made in other countries, and sometimes maybe the fit just ain't so. But it does fit in here, and it does show proof of concept. So it is all there. I could use the original gold screw that I had in here and it would work. Basically the gold screw would probably do the same thing as the GoPro mount would if you just turned it on in there and then put the acorn nut on the end of it. Pretty much, guys, that concludes the online package unboxing that I got here. Between the blue little tripod, the suction cup window mount converted from GoPro to 1/4 inch bolt, and the thumb screws, and of course the 1/4 inch mounts here, which of course unfortunately do come in a smaller size, which do need to be drilled out to the larger size. As always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.